Hello, I'm Sara Willadsen and I'm a visual artist from Sheboygan, Wisconsin. I create mixed media landscapes and interiors that are based on my immediate surroundings. So I take a lot from the Sheboygan area and places that I visit and bring that into my work. So today we are going to be making a portal inspired by Loy Bowlin. And Loy Bowlin is an artist who transformed his whole home into a piece of art. And the portals you are going to be making, these are going to be reflective of what reminds you of home. So things that are comforting, different things that remind you of your current home, places you lived before. It's very open-ended. You want to think about what home means to you. What are those objects? What are feelings that you connect with the idea of home? So the materials you are going to need for your portal, you will need a pre-cut background, your portal that will be going on top, a glue stick, scissors, pencil, and then you will need collage materials, so that can include old newspapers, books, wrapping paper, old calendars, really anything you have on hand that has imagery that reminds you of your home. And then you will need just a scrap piece of paper that's about as big as your base. Mine is a little bit smaller, but the edges of the portal will cover it up at the end, so you don't really need to worry about that. And then you will need some type of spacer. I have foam spacers that I'll put in each corner of my collage, so the portal will be a little bit elevated from the collage and add some depth. But you can use pieces of cardboard, a couple different layers of paper, anything you have on hand that will add a little bit of height. You will also need a hang tab for the back of your piece once it's completed, so you can hang it up. So you are going to start with your scrap piece of paper and you are going to draw a corner of your space. And so here we're using a little bit of perspective to draw a corner of a room, and the angles don't need to be exactly the same as mine. Just some sense of space. And we are going to label each section of this. This is going to be like a collage puzzle that will make up the background of our room that the portal leads into. So you are going to write left wall, right wall, and floor, because we are going to cut these up and then glue collage elements on each piece. And now you have your puzzle pieces that you will find collage material to adhere to. So I have a couple different scrap pieces to choose from, and a lot of these patterns remind me of my childhood home growing up. And so when you're trying to find different elements to use, you can hold up your puzzle pieces and see what will fit. I think I'm going to make my left wall, have it be this pattern. So I'm going to put glue on my left wall puzzle piece and then put that collage paper on top, glue that down, and then once that's adhered, I'm going to cut out the puzzle piece, or I'm going to cut out the overlapping collage paper. And so you do that with each individual puzzle piece until you will have something that looks like this. So you'll have that room, you'll have that floor and the two walls. And so once those are done, you can glue those down to your base. So once you have your 3 puzzle pieces glued down to your base, you are going to look for different objects or pets, or really anything you want to put in your room. You're going to look for those, cut those out. But when you're doing this, you're going to want to think about depth. What do you want in the foreground right up front? What do you want towards that, the back area? Do you want anything to overlap? Think about that composition. Collage is really great because it gives you the ability to really try out a couple different ideas before committing with your glue stick. So my example here, I have everything glued down, and so once you have all your objects in your room glued, you are going to take a foam square or some cardboard or a couple pieces of thicker paper just to give it some depth. And you're gonna put one on each corner. And then once that's ready to go on, you can just put your portal on top. Once your portal is glued on, you can turn this over and put a tab on the back so you can hang it. There you go. So I cut my portal with a laser cutter, and not everyone is going to have a laser cutter to do that with. So if you want to use some materials found at home, you can also use a cardboard box. This one is just from crackers. You can, carefully take this apart. So it's open like this. Draw your portal, and then cut that out. So you can use the same steps we just went over with a cardboard box as well, and put that collage here. So once your box is folded, you can tape that shut, and you will have a portal looking into your collage.